vinyl community, happy Monday. It's me, JC. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Before I get started, this is going to be vinyl finds. I want to let you guys know that I did get the new Sabotage Gutter Ballet reissue. I did get the new Danzig reissue. And I will show those in a later video. I have months of albums that I have not shown you. So I kind of have a backlog, and sometimes things bump the line, but I will show you that Sabotage and that Danzig as soon as possible. But let's dive in. Some of these are Savers finds. Some of these are Purchase Street Records. And one of them was a gift. So I'll show you that. First, I'm going to talk about the Trickster reissue. I purchased this at Purchase Street Records. I can tell you that the cover is definitely a scanned image that's blown up. It still looks good, but you could tell it's kind of grainy. So that was a disappointment when I picked it up. But that being said, the original pressing of this album is super expensive, super hard to find. It's like a $200 record now. The back cover looks less digitized. And then it did have a printed inner sleeve. And it is on red wax with custom labels. Now, the good news is it sounds good. So that's a positive. So I was excited to add this to my hard rock and heavy metal collection. It definitely is an album that's aged well. Let's hope that we get the other Trickster albums pressed soon. The next one is a gift, and it's one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Enter the WuTang Clan, 36 Chambers. This album obviously, goes without saying, was so influential in the 90s. Songs like Protect Your Neck. Oh my God, I love that song. WuTang Clan ain't nothing to F with. Man, WuTang in the house. There you go. Just a great album. And something that I could do with my son. But this was a gift from co-workers. So thank you guys. It was Associate Appreciation Week, and they wanted to get me a record. The next two are a band that I recently discovered. And you may have noticed if you tuned into Aaron's channel that I sent him one of these albums. And that's a band called Crobot. So Danzig is currently on tour. And Crobot is the opening act. And I've heard a lot of things about this band. And I went to Newbury Comics, and this album was on clearance for $5. And actually features a song with Frank Bello from Anthrax. And this is an EP. So I took this home, and I opened it up, and oh my, man, it's got like a double-sided poster, which is really cool. And then wait till you see the actual vinyl record. I'll get into the music in a second. So it's a green wax, but I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like an amazing etching on it. It's really, really cool. So I played this, and even my son was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And it's like 70s hard rock, really influenced by that era of music. And I loved it, man. Whew, I was rocking out. So I ordered this one. Which this one is Mother Brain. And man, I like this one even more. And this is the one that I sent to Aaron. I just knew that this would be a band that Aaron would like. You could tell that they probably have a little bit of a Clutch influence in terms of a more modern band. But definitely awesome. If you guys get the chance, nothing like Danzig. So don't think like, oh, they open it for Danzig, they're going to sound like Danzig. They really don't. They just sound like, hard rock. They're just a hard rocking band, and they're awesome. All right, so the next two I got at Purchase Street Records. One of them is MC Hammer, Please Hammer, Don't Hurt 'Em. So once I picked this up, my girlfriend was ecstatic. She was like, is that a single or is that the whole album? And I was like, it's the whole album. So she was super excited about it. And you guys know that I don't have a desire to be single, so I'm trying to keep Michelle happy. Oh, and there we go. Capitol Record. So very, very cool. MC Hammer. And I know I posted that on Instagram, but if I've shown that one before, I apologize. But that same day, I got Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather. I love Run DMC. I actually got to see them in concert back in the day. I still need The King of Rock. That's one that I'm desperately looking for. Just very, very hard to find. I used to have it back in the day, but I no longer do. So I am on the hunt for it. But great album. Fantastic. All right, so the next two were at Savers, and they were $1.99 each. The first was The Clash, London Calling. I couldn't believe when I found this at a thrift store. I actually made a little video of it. You guys can see. There's the back cover. Just fantastic. Now, this was a double LP. The inner sleeves are a little worn, but overall, the albums are mint. It is a double LP on Epic, that classic Epic label. Definitely, I would say, my favorite Clash record. Just awesome. Their early stuff is incredible. I mean, they pretty much all of their albums. I know Chris Profi likes their last album, but other than the last one, I really get into it. But maybe I should give the last one another chance. Next one at a thrift store was Bob Dylan, The Basement Tapes. This is a first press, no barcode. And it is on the Great Columbia label. I love this era of Bob Dylan. You know, I have the box set, The Basement Tapes, digitally, but I really need to go buy the vinyl record. Just a great period of Bob Dylan's music. All right, guys, and the last one I got on clearance, I think it was like $11 at Newbury Comics, and that was Mr. Bungle, The Night They All Came Home. This is a live album recorded during the pandemic, and just an awesome live album. They do a Van Halen cover of Loss of Control. They do Hell Awaits, Summer Breeze. It is so good. So good. I know Aaron has talked about it on his channel, and rightfully so. It does make me want to go get more Mr. Bungle. Their albums are just not the cheapest albums. I was shocked that I found this at such a cheap price. And, you know, it's a double LP with custom labels. All right, guys, that's it. I'll join you tomorrow with something cool. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Peace. Rock out. Love you guys. Bye.